from home. Hush, little baby, still and serene. You are a Muslim, Islam's your deen. Hush, little baby, pure and small.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم ارزقنا علما وانفعنا بما علمتنا. O Allah, provide us with knowledge and benefit us from this knowledge. We are going to continue our discussion of the same episode, the previous episode, which was about, what was the topic?
Good balance between open questions and closed questions.
Closed question and open question. And I asked you to think of two examples, the grade of the students and the subject, and you give me two examples, one of high thinking question and low thinking, right? Not closed one. Both of them are in the category of open question. And until you do this, we think together, we'll find that this topic relates very well with the previous topic, right? First of all, just we say questioning, it means that the class is interactive, right? It relates very well also with differentiation. Here, when you're making differentiation, you know the levels of the students. So you direct the easy questions to the weak students, and you direct the tough questions to the high achievers. In this way, all students are engaged, and the weak students don't feel that they are alienated, because even the students don't know the difference between the closed question and open question. Even some teachers didn't know that, didn't notice that there's a difference between the type of question. So it's very good to address the needs of the students. And again, from time to time, you guess if this is a weak student, you give him question, open question, and see whether he's responding or not. Otherwise, you move directly. One way of doing questions, by the way, is don't come to a specific student and put him on the spot, right? No, you have to give some freedom. You ask a question without pointing to anyone. So students raise their hand and you select the student, right? So it's a big difference between when you come and you embarrass a student, stand in front of him, answer the question, and he feels very embarrassed because he couldn't answer the question. Rather than this, you raise a question, students raise their hands, and you select the students. See what I'm saying? So it's a big difference in order to encourage students to participate. Now I'm quite sure you got enough time to give me examples. Subject matter, grade, and two different questions. All of them are open questions. Did you get an example? Let's begin with one.
An example for open question.
Two open questions, one high, one low. We said the two open questions. One high, one low. I gave you examples of high level. What is the message that was given by King Faisal to Henry Kissinger, right? What is the message that was given to Mamdouh from this teacher of English, right? Okay. Remember, sometimes we raise a question and we know that the students cannot answer, but this would be an opportunity to explain to them what is meant by horizontal and what is meant by vertical. So one way of introducing a new concept is to ask a very tough question. People start thinking of it, and then they are ready to get the answer, right? Something good. Okay, good. If this is the highest level, so what is the lowest level of open question? What would it be? Yes. The same thing. We are talking about the same thing. If you can come up with a low level open question.
A low level Islamically would be, why do you think Muslims pray 5 times a day?
Why do you think Muslims pray 5 times a day? Yes, it's the why question. Usually it's an open question. And this is not as tough as this, right? Yeah, very good. Good, now we are coming. See the difference between this question and this question. Okay, another example. Yes, please.
From Surah An'am, Surah Al-An'am.
Surah Al-An'am.
Yes, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about his attributes. For example, who's the one who created the heavens and the earth? And then he gives a lot of his signs. So the signs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives in the Surah Al-An'am can be posed to the students and be asked them that why is Allah mentioning all these signs? What does he intend over here?
Okay.
To the readers, because the Muslims read, the non-Muslims read, the people of knowledge read, and the masses also read.
Okay. This is good. This is high level thinking or low level thinking?
Low level.
Low
for
level.
masses.
So what is the high level thinking?
The high level are examples of certain verses which has to be understood with the help of hadith or a scholar.
Give me an example.
For example, in Surah Al-Hujurat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks that indeed all the believers are brothers. So cause a reconciliation between the brothers. So the high question will be what extent this reconciliation is allowed. And we can narrate an example of two Muslim countries fighting.
What grade is that?
Students of 11th grade.
11th grade.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Or I don't know. Not necessarily that we know everything. Okay. But we are trying to bring some examples to show the difference. Okay, let's try to come up with other examples. We are experimenting. We are learning. Together we are learning. Okay? We are learning to put some difference between the level. I think we succeeded in the first example. Okay. Yes.
Another question, a high-level question could be, grade could be 10.
Grade 10.
Sira.
Sira. And subject is Sira. Good.
What would make you call Battle of Uhud as a success?
As a success.
Yes.
What would make you interpret the Battle of Uhud as a success? Okay, we studied first. Okay, did the Muslims succeed or not? Let's say that they didn't succeed. Some people think that they succeed. The Muslims succeeded in this battle. What would make you think that? Okay, this is the higher or the lower?
The higher level.
Good. Give me the example of lower.
What would make you call Battle of Badr as a successful event?
Okay, good. Very good. Like, I think the example is very clear. So the low level of thinking, although it is open question, is what makes you that the Muslims lost the Battle of Uhud, right? And the other one, what makes you think that the Muslims succeeded in the Battle of Uhud? Very good example. See, with trying we learn. Should we call that this inactive section or failure section and this success section, or not yet? Not yet. Okay. Huh?
This is for grade 3. Abdullah got stuck in an elevator from 7:15 p.m. to 7:55 p.m.
7:15
p.m. till 7:55 p.m.
Okay.
According to your opinion, what do you think being an ideal Muslim he would do during that span?
What would an ideal Muslim do, a good Muslim do during this time? Very smart question. Good. This would be low level or high level?
This is a higher level for grade 3.
For grade 3. Good. What would be the lowest level related to the same topic? That would be wonderful. You see what, if possible, that we are